Despite countless empty shelves, record high inflation, and mass shipping backlogs, the White House bragging how it saved Christmas for Americans.
Good news, we've saved Christmas. The stocks on shelves is at about 90%, retail stocks on shelves at about 90% inventory. It was about 91% pre-pandemic, just to give you a sense. So people can go purchase presents even at this point if they haven't done their shopping.
And President Biden going one step further, claiming the supply chain crisis never really existed.
The much predicted crisis didn't occur. Packages are moving. Gifts are being delivered. Shelves are not empty.
All right, we're blessed on this show because we have the original foot soldier on the war on Christmas. He also saved the world. So Jesse Waters, did Joe Biden actually save Christmas?
I did. He plagiarized my book, Chapter 9, How I Saved the World, still available. Right. That will get there in time if you order it right now. I don't want to throw too much mud. If people are getting gifts under the tree in time, that's a good thing. If Biden deserves credit, I'll give him credit. I don't know if he does deserve credit, because what did he do? He told the ports to stay open 24/7. They didn't. But according to reports, things are a lot better than they were in November. I think people just shopped smarter, and the ports threatened to fine a bunch of these cargo ships. There's still a ton of ships idling offshore. We're still going to have supply chain problems, shortages, empty shelves in 2022. So if I were Joe Biden, this is what I would say. Everything should be made in America. I don't want to pick up something and see that it's made in China. So we're going to bring the jobs back, the factories back, bring them back to America, or at least North or South America. Just get it closer so the ships don't have to come all the way across the Pacific from a communist country with a history of slave labor and viruses.
So what you're saying, Jesse, is channel Donald Trump. Let's go America first again, right?
Made in America.
Right, made in America. But you make a good point, because as he said, I saved Christmas. I scratched my head and go, well, Richard, what actually did he do to save Christmas? What policies did he implement to save Christmas to make the supply chain work better?
Well, look, I'll say this. I agreed with Jesse a little bit at the beginning, so I appreciate your honesty, Jesse. But with that being said, look, I hear folks' frustration. But remember, in August and September, the conversation that we were having on The Five, on other shows across this channel, and all across the news media was, will the Christmas shelves be empty? Will you be able to get your child the newest G.I. Joe toy? Or will you be able to get your child a PlayStation 4? The truth of the matter is you can get your child all those things, right? And so the fact that that's the truth means that the president and his team did the work they said they were going to do. Is there more work to be done? Absolutely. We are living in a current inflationary market, which is why what I want to see in the new year is this president focus on how he helps working families bring down the cost of childcare, how does he help senior citizens by bringing down the cost of prescription drugs, and how does he help so many families out there looking for housing because the cost of the rent is too high.
Well, but Richard, I think you make a good point, which is it works now. But the question was, did Joe Biden do anything to make it work? It's probably the private sector that actually stepped up and tried to figure out how we get rid of the kinks.
Well, I do think I do think the fact that this president at the time there's still ships at the ports waiting to unload. But with that being said, this president and his team made sure that the ports stayed open. They worked with UPS and FedEx and corporate leaders to ensure that packages were getting to people, and folks are getting the packages. The Amazon man came to my house today.
There were no specific policies that the administration implemented. But to you, Katie, I mean, is there more supply out there because of inflation and rising prices that people just had to buy less? Because I've talked to a lot of working class people who go, listen, I didn't have the money to buy what I normally would buy. I had to buy less. So does that mean there's more things on the shelf?
Well, first of all, I would say it's always interesting when politicians want credit for doing their job. I mean, first the administration claimed that there wasn't a supply chain crisis, and now they're claiming victory for eliminating the supply chain crisis. And okay, sure, the stores may be more stocked than they were a month ago, but families can't afford it. Their natural gas bills are up by 40% thanks to this administration. Their gas that they fill up their car to go Christmas shopping costs twice as much as it did a year ago. All of their savings are getting wiped out by inflation. If you look at their paychecks, if they've gotten a raise, all of that has been wiped out by inflation. And if you look at wholesale prices, they just keep going up. So sure, there's stuff on the shelves, but families can't afford to buy as much as they used to.
All right, Kaylee, final thoughts to you. White House taking credit for something they probably created themselves with paying people to stay home and, having school shut down so one parent has to stay in Zoom with their kids?
Yeah, I saved Christmas. Wow, that is not an effective talking point because the American people don't agree. I mean, what the White House is saying is, look over here, ignore everything over there, ignore the testing crisis, ignore the fact that Joe Biden has the worst economic approval rating since Jimmy Carter. -13 is where it stands. The average president in the last 44 years has been +5, so he's literally 18 points below on the economy of an average president in the last 4 decades. So go ahead, say you saved Christmas. It's not going to help you save the House in the midterms.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to celebrate Christmas that he saved unless everybody, including the dog and cat, is boosted.
100%. And by the way, get it right, Joe. You did not save Christmas. Jesse Waters saved Christmas.
Thank you.
End of story. All right.
And the world.
Coming up. And the world, too. That's right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.